Hey guys, my name is Hank and this is some stuff I like, and I'm really excited to bring this to you guys today. This is a fragrance that I blind bought and kind of just picked up at random. I got this fragrance while picking it up, this one here. This is Scent Stories 24 Gold. I don't know if you can, we'll get that to focus. Right there. It's a 50 ml bottle. I was getting it from fragrancebuy.ca. It is a Canadian company that will ship fragrances to the United States. This little 50 ml bottle of Scent Story 24 Gold was 18 bucks and a really good deal, so I was picking it up. And while I'm scrolling through, I'm like, you know, while I'm here, they only ship one time a week to the United States, so why don't I look at some new stuff that came in and maybe just kind of see what's new if I want to grab something and if it's a good deal. And as I'm scrolling through, I came across an Armaf fragrance that I had never heard of before. And I know Armaf has a ton of fragrances and they're constantly releasing new things, and they have a lot of good clones like Club de Nuit Intense Man, Très Nuit. You know, I have those and they're okay. They're not my favorite. But when I was scrolling through, the fragrancebuy.ca title had the name of the fragrance, which you'll already guess from the title of the video, and that it was a Dior Homme Intense and Valentino Uomo Intense kind of twist or clone of each other. And those are two fragrances that I dearly love. I love Iris. I love the kind of rich, semi-sweet, ambery, you know, feel to both of them. And I was like, wow. For 30 bucks, which is what I grabbed this for, you know, why not just throw it in? You know, Armaf does good stuff usually, and I was considering, you know, it's really hard for me to be disappointed with this pickup. And so without further ado, the name of the fragrance is Odyssey Homme. It is an eau de parfum concentration. Comes in a 100 ml bottle, and we're just taking a quick look at the box here. A little strange. It's got this kind of outline of the box there, or outline of the bottle I should say. Just kind of says Armaf at the top. Name of the fragrance, concentration. And then if you already didn't know, Sterling Parfums puts this out. And on the bottom we have our batch code and ingredient information, as well as don't drink this. Taking a look at the bottle, as you can see, it kind of looks like a thermos. I'm not in love with this presentation, if I'm being honest. Armaf on the cap at the top, name of the fragrance, concentration, and on the bottom you have this kind of leatherette feel, and your sticker, again with batch code and other information. The cap has this little ring here. You pull it off, and it is a gigantic plastic cap. Not a fan. It's pretty weighty, but it's just this weird big cap for this little baby bottle here for this little atomizer at the top. Atomizer does a decent job, as you can tell. Most Armaf fragrances kind of have that same atomizer. So just kind of talking about the smell, this opens up really nicely, kind of a big iris, maybe a little bit of kind of fresh, very reminiscent of Valentino Uomo and Dior Homme Intense, that opening, that heavy iris opening. You know, there's a little bit of brightness from a few different citrus notes, but the big thing that is really difficult about this fragrance is that this is not on Armaf's website, at least as of the shooting of this video, and there's no official notes or Fragrantica page or anything. So when I picked this up, this is a huge blind buy. You know, it wasn't like I was reading on Fragrantica that it was going to be a really great Valentino Uomo clone or anything like that. This was a real blind buy, guys. So for 30 bucks, I figured I would take the risk. I trusted Fragrance Buy with their little Dior Homme, you know, Intense and Valentino Uomo Intense bit. So I trusted that, picked it up, and the only notes I could find were on eBay and Amazon, and it's just an amber drenched woody oriental is basically what it was. Just a little short blip, amber drenched woody oriental. And that's definitely the case here. In the opening we see a lot of leather, that really strong, pleasant iris note. It's not cosmetic bag or lipsticky smelling. It's very good. It's very solid. Definitely, if you like iris, you're going to love Odyssey Homme. The opening is great for that. As we kind of move down, that leather takes kind of a back seat, so does the iris, and moves more towards a vanillic amber, like Valentino Uomo Intense. That takes about 2 hours, I would say. That's one great thing about Odyssey Homme, is that the longevity is really there. 10 plus hours off of my skin, especially for 30 bucks, that is fantastic. Not to mention, it is a crazy gorgeous smelling fragrance. The iris, this leather undercurrent, the amber and vanilla, just all really comes together for a really rich fragrance. That really, it is in the same vein as Dior Homme Intense and Valentino Uomo Intense. It's this great fall and winter, date night, kind of sensual feeling fragrance that I feel men or women could wear, honestly, even though this is marketed towards men. This is rather unisex to my nose, and it doesn't come across harsh or cheap smelling. This has a lot of things going for it, and I'm really surprised that there really isn't much press out there about it. Armaf isn't marketing this like they would maybe Club de Nuit. I've only seen 1 or 2 videos on YouTube about it, and they're kind of comparing it to Prada L'Homme Intense, which I'm not familiar with, but judging by the way this smells to me, and what I can tell from Fragrantica and having smelled the original Prada L'Homme, I don't see it. This definitely leans more Uomo Intense, Dior Homme Intense, and it's great. It's fantastic. If you're looking for a fall and winter, maybe cool spring night date fragrance, you're going to be really hard pressed to do worse or to do better than Odyssey Homme Eau de Parfum. This is a great fragrance for the price, and I'm really excited to see. I want a Fragrantica page. I want to see the official note breakdown, because there are some elements to this that I'm having a little trouble identifying. There is this, like I said, iris, leather, maybe a touch of resins, but I couldn't really pick anything out in particular. Instead, I think it's maybe that leather accord, and then you have this kind of slightly woodsy, but primarily amber and vanilla dry down that, while maybe not super unique, is great for the price, especially when compared to the other competitors, the Dior Hommes, the Valentino Uomos, and what other fragrances are competing with that. Zara No. 9 comes to mind, and Zara No. 9 for a 100 ml bottle is about 10 bucks cheaper, but that is a little bit more casual feeling, a little bit fresher feeling, probably for somebody younger. This definitely has a slightly more mature vibe to it, so 25 and up, maybe 30 plus, honestly. But overall, a beautiful fragrance with kind of a weird packaging. The box isn't bad. It's just this bottle, I'm not crazy about the presentation. Looks like I have a little Stanley thermos that I've got my cologne in. Anyway, guys, the plan going forward is to do a video once a week on Saturday nights. So I will be shooting a bunch of content regarding fragrances and other stuff that I like. And so if you're interested in seeing that, just subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know if there's something that you think I would like. And if I do like it, I'll review it. And just subscribe and stay tuned, and we'll be off to do some other cool things in the future. If you liked the video, hit like. If you didn't like the video, hit the dislike button. Leave a comment, let me know what you think of this fragrance. If you have any familiarity with it, if you've heard anything about it, I'd be really interested to know, just because I haven't myself. And that's going to be it for me today, guys. Like I said, this is something that I don't just like, I really love this one. It's going to get a 9 out of 10 just because I haven't gotten a ton of wear out of it just yet. This only came in a few days ago. And so we're going to see. I might be upgrading this rating in a little bit. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Wow.